Mr. Prime Minister, has set the world's most ambitious targets for immigration. While the rest of the West is mostly closing its borders, Canada will welcome some 1.5 million people from 2023 through 2025.
Oh, yeah, 1.5 million more people. That's what we need. Another bunch of Timmy's workers and people taking my job.
This should be something to celebrate.
Yeah, it really should be something to celebrate when house prices keep going up and I can't even get a place to live. I'm literally living with my mom.
But instead, a deep resentment is taking hold in Canada.
I would say so.
Why?
Okay, that makes for a good headline, but it's not accurate.
Bruh, what are you talking about? Yeah, there's a deep resentment. There's a deep resentment because we can't even say what we want to say. We want to tell these people to go home. Look, when we were raised to be Canadian. But now these people don't want to adapt. They're fighting in the streets. I just seen a video today. People in Brampton, Indians in Brampton, fighting newcomers, immigrants, whatever you want to call them. It's all the same thing. But we can't even say that. I got to call them newcomers, right? Fighting in Brampton. I don't want to play that video here on YouTube because, well, you know how it is.
Canadians remain a place that is more positively inclined towards immigration than just about anywhere else in the world.
Yeah, that's fast changing. You know why that's fast changing? Because nobody's got a place to live and everything's so expensive while they're literally living off of welfare. That's the issue. My tax money is going to them. And I'm telling you what, I'm paying bare minimum, okay? Like, I'm doing my taxes, but I'm paying bare minimum. I'm not going to give them any extra money. I'm going to really work hard to give the government as little money as possible.
And that's because we have been incredibly successful at welcoming and integrating people who have then turned around and built families and communities and a growing economy for the country.
We've been incredibly successful at integrating people? Are you serious? This is the reason that I have to actually make a book, Racist Angel, because I can't even say what I want to say. So I got to fight back at censorship, and I need your help. I need your help because everything's censored these days. Big tech will take you down if you say the wrong thing. You can't even say what you want to say at Christmas dinner. Right? I said at Christmas.
And while other parts of the world have turned against immigration, we've seen it as a real benefit. Now, it doesn't mean it's all rosy. We are facing real challenges around housing. But it's not just an issue around immigration because people are facing housing challenges everywhere in the world.
It's a real benefit? Yeah, it's a real benefit for your fake GDP statistics that don't even take into account GDP per capita. It's a real benefit for propping up the housing market. It's a real benefit for just keeping our country economically depressed. Yeah, a real benefit.
Singapore is facing certain challenges around housing, as all you know, and it's not purely linked to immigration. Economic growth, space, zoning, all sorts of different things are contributing.
Oh, everybody's doing bad, right? Well, what happened in 2008 when Canada was one of the few countries that didn't take such a dump?
Underinvestments by successive governments over the past few decades in Canada has certainly contributed to that as well.
All right, blame Harper. Talk about underinvestment by previous governments. Blame Harper. It's Harper's fault. That's right. What about what you've done? All these years now since 2015, I can smoke cannabis? Well, thanks. I'm just going to get high and live in a shoebox.
But the good thing around housing is it's a solvable problem.
It's a solvable problem. Right, yeah. Well, then why aren't you solving it? You know how it's solvable? I'll tell you how it's solvable. It's really simple. You get rid of Trudeau, put in another guy. Yeah, even Pierre Poilievre, put somebody else in. Can we get this guy out, please? I said it before and I'm going to say it again. I can't say what I want to say. And that's why I put together this book, Racist Angel. Alexis, she comes down from heaven. She doesn't know that you can't say the N-word with the ER, even though everybody else is saying it with a different pigmentation in their skin. I wanted to challenge the art world and put together a comic book. That's right, a comic book. Something that makes you smile, something that makes you laugh. Because comedy sucks these days. If you want to support this kind of content and help me out and just support uncensored art, the best way to fight back is to go to racistangel.com and check that out. Thank you so much. Also, be sure to go to rowuncensored.com and subscribe right there just to keep in touch with me. Who knows with big tech? And by the way, I've got a consulting company. That's right, I'm a computer programmer. So, hey, I'm just going to drop my email right over here. You know what? If you know anybody who's looking for Node.js, JavaScript, Linux, I got 25 years of experience and I'm doing more work, always looking for more work, more contracts, more consulting. Let me know. There it is. Thank you so much.
Mr. Prime Minister, it's not just about housing, although most Canadians would say especially housing. It's also jobs, schools, doctors, infrastructure. But since you mentioned it, how precisely are you going to solve this housing problem?